Hello, I'm here to show you how to do your Folklorico Bun. You know, we always have to start with a snack, and my snack today is an iced coffee from Shipley's. I'm going to show you what supplies you'll be needing to do this. Okay, so a spray bottle, any kind of spray bottle would do, as long as you can get your hair wet. So a spray bottle. You don't even need a spray bottle. You can like stick your hands in the sink, throw water on your hair, as long as your hair can get damp. So you want to damp your hair. Next, I like to use a detangling brush. So this is just to take out any big tangles or knots in your hair. And then you're going to want a parting comb. Any comb will do, actually. You don't need this parting part. It's a little extra. If you just get a regular comb, as long as you can draw a part in your head. You can use a pencil. You can use just a sharp edge. Just as long as you can draw a line in your hair. And then you're going to want a gripping kind of brush. It's kind of got thin bristles and they're like packed together. And I'll put like other examples because these kinds of brushes come in all shapes and sizes. This one that I have, it's a goodie brush. I got it from Walmart. You get these for like $5. And it has a parting tip and those thick bristles. Okay. Next, you're going to want something sticky for your hair that you can put in your hands. So like hair gel. I have mousse today. This is the mousse that I use. I don't recommend hairspray because you want something that goes in your hands. You need your hands to fix your hair, and you can't really put hairspray in your hands, and you can't really touch hairspray when it's in your hair. So castor oil is my personal preference. You know, you just put castor oil in your hair and you treat it like you would gel. And you just stick it right in your hair, and it slicks your hair down, and it stays sticky. So yes, gel, mousse, castor oil. And castor oil specifically, you can't substitute gel with just any oil because castor oil is so thick that it acts like gel. Like coconut oil or jojoba oil or argan oil or any other oil that you might use for your hair is way too thin, and you won't get the same effect. Has to be castor oil. Next, you're gonna want hair ties, obviously, but also hair nets. Any kind of hair net to go over the top of your bun, and then you're good. Those are the only supplies you need. Next, you're gonna want to detangle your hair. So the first thing I'm doing here is detangling my hair. And then I'm going to start spraying my hair, like the crown or the perimeter of my hair, to make sure that everything gets wet. Make sure you get the bottom of your hair. And now you're just going to work on slicking it back, getting it ready to part down the center. Now taking a parting comb, you're going to take the edge of the comb and split your part straight down the center. To find the perfect center of your face, you take the straight edge of the comb and align it with the bridge of your nose and ride it straight up through your forehead, keeping it as straight as possible, and draw a line in the center of your head. Holding that hair that's already separated, you're gonna brush down each side of your hair, separating the two parts. So since the water acts like gel, you're going to take your detangling brush and start placing your hair where you want it to go in the ponytail. When brushing the sides of your head, you want to make sure to brush down and then back. Don't brush straight back so that you can also frame the front of your face with the two halves of your hair. The motion you're striving for is using the hand with the brush to brush the hair into the hand that's holding the ponytail. Here's a good view from the back. You're going to do a lot of brushing, grabbing, and then putting the brush down so that you can readjust your hand so that you can grip the next part of the hair well. This part might be a little challenging if your hair is on the thicker side, but it just takes a lot of practice, and don't forget that this is the rough draft. We're going to do more later to clean it up. So you don't have to worry too much about it being perfect right now. Now using just a regular liga, you're just going to tie it up into a stable ponytail, just enough to hold it up and withstand a good shake. Now you're going to take your mousse, your sticky, your gel, your mousse, your oil, and you're going to put it on your hair, and you're going to remold your hair with the gel now. Make sure that you get all over your hair. You're getting under and getting any flyaways that you may not be able to see from the front. Now taking this sleek board bristle, you're going to fix all of those bumps and corrections and brush down and then towards your ponytail. You want to practice getting that swoop kind of right because that's what's going to make your hair frame your face in the front. You got to brush down towards your eyes, and then once you get towards your ear, you'll brush back towards your hair. Once you've swooped all of that down, you're going to take your ponytail out, and using the comb, you're going to brush in all that you pushed back. So now that everything is nice and flat, you're going to push in those corrections, still putting into practice that like combing the hair into your hand method. Now just re-secure that with a liga. Okie dokie, now that that's done, I'm going to show you how I twist up my bun. You're going to take your left hand, place it under your hair, and twist counterclockwise to the left. Hold it firm while you continue twisting for the length of your hair. The more you twist, a bun will naturally start to form. Once you got a bun in place, secure that thing down. We're almost done. Once you have it down, it'll still look a little bit messy. But there you have it. You have a bun in your head. Now taking your hairnet, you're going to want to scoop up those extra hairs that didn't quite make it into the liga. Then secure that down too. You can finish here, but I do a little extra step by adding a braid. I have a decorative one. Typically for performances, you would wear a plain black braid. If you don't have one, a black scrunchie just to top it off will work perfectly fine. And there you have it. Thank you.